Good morning, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we do. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my world. This is the 4th of November. It's almost 8:30. We have trade balance numbers coming out for both Canada and the U.S. in a couple of minutes. And Canadian dollar has already started telling us it might not be very happy about that, but we'll see. Anyway, if you are trading the dollar or the Canadian dollar, the US dollar or the Canadian dollar, um, pay attention to a, a trade if you have one on right now. And so, I got tied up having to take, life does go on outside of trading. And yesterday I just got tied up. I had to take care of some other stuff. And I noticed the Marilyn indicator just operated perfectly. I mean, that indicator is remarkable how accurate it is. Every time I go away from the computer, um, I don't know, 95%, 98% of the time, there's just a fabulous trade that comes along. So there were all kinds of them yesterday. That's because I was completely gone most of the day. Anyway, just in case you wanted to know how that works, it is just remarkable. But we'll see what today brings. Um, we've got the VIX right around 14 and a half, which is remarkable to me with these huge highs in these indices. I don't know when that's liable to turn around, but so far that's what it is. Right around, it's been hovering right around 14 and a half, 15 to 14. And this morning, we have the indices are all uniformly perking along here together. So at 9:30, we'll see what happens. The big news today is at 10:30 we're going to have crude oil inventories. If you're new and you have not paid attention to that before, I would suggest that you watch the crude oil between 10:30 and maybe 10:45 and don't try to take a trade exactly into that. I rarely take a trade. You have to let it settle down, see which way it's going to go, because it can fool you. The thinking is that it might come in just a little bit higher than expectation. I don't know if that'll have too much of an impact on it, but the inventories are definitely down from where they were when they put in those historic highs. The other thing to pay attention to today is 10 o'clock. Mrs. Yellen will be testifying. That ought to be something to behold. It's going to be amazing if and when she ever says anything, but mostly, as far as I've been able to ascertain, it's just blah, blah, blah. But who knows what she's going to say, and it can affect the markets. So just be aware at 10 o'clock, uh, right after 10 o'clock. Pay attention to any trades you have on. And so this morning, when I look at crude oil, it overnight it got into a lot of chop and painted some red apexes. But this morning it seems to have changed its mind, and we are just above settlement. As long as it remains above settlement, then the trend should be to the upside. And I have also been watching, and this will no doubt remain in effect until 10:30 or even 10 o'clock when Mrs. Yellen starts yelling. Um, and then after that, who knows what it will do. But there's the trade number out, and so it seems to like that idea. We'll see how well it likes it. One thing I wanted to point out to you, I simplified my version of this sharpshooter, and I've been watching this to see if I can ascertain some easy trades to pick out. And I noticed this morning, right here above the green ice, we got a trend catcher confirm right here at 4808, and that was a pretty good scalp right up to the eyes. Either the zone or the top of the range channel was right there also, and everything lined up. It all turned green. You had a green trend catcher and a green MVP and green candles, and so I'm trying to watch this to see. What I have noticed that I really like about this is if you are in a trend, it definitely makes it easy for you to stay in that trend because it's very clear about that. I haven't quite gotten comfortable with that, but that's why I have it up to monitor that and go back, especially at the end of the day. I really urge you to mark up your charts. I can think of nothing that will get you on a fast track faster than marking up your charts to every single solitary entry on every market you watch, um, because it's not in the while you're trading, because while you're doing that, you're going to miss a trade and something else is going to happen, and then over here and something else. Wait until the day's over, you're done trading, and then go back and spend 30, 45 minutes and mark those charts up. And also put a note on those charts of how many ticks that would have been, where the entry was, where you would reasonably have taken your profit, and how many ticks that is, because it helps develop your eye for how much movement it takes to make how many ticks. And all this will start to make sense and come together. It's a bit of a coordination thing. But anyway, I will come back at noon and we'll see what the morning has brought us and go over. I'll go over any trades that we might have taken or did take and wish we hadn't. So I'll see you at noon. This has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you at noon. Thanks.